stomach's going to make it worse.
Yeah, I know.
So. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Thank you for the chicken and caffeine. I think that's the real reason I lost weight is because I stopped drinking caffeine. Well, not the caffeine, but the B12 that comes in it.
Yeah, well, B12 is ridiculous in energy, I thought.
What B12 does is it converts food, it converts fat into energy, and it makes it so you use it right away instead of storing it.
Yeah.
So what you're supposed to do with B12 is you're supposed to have it with meals, and it will actually help you burn fat that you already have. Like if you have a small meal with some B12, it'll
Help burn the stored fat already?
yeah, because it turns fat into energy like that, and like it still does it if you don't have it with a meal at all, but it's a lot more effective to just have some B12 with a small meal, and it'll help jumpstart your metabolism, and like I didn't start gain. I was still underweight until I ran out of money and couldn't buy my energy drinks anymore, and then I gained 50 pounds, or probably more like 40, but still. But nobody believes me when I say that that was the secret to my good health was to eat overconsumption of energy drinks. But like,
Well, you look at it like this, okay? Let's use cocaine as an example.
sorry, what?
Okay? Let's use cocaine as an example. Now,
Yeah.
you follow this documented history of the Peruvian, Colombian Indians. When they go out into the cocoa fields to pull the leaves of cocaine, they'll take cocoa leaves and chew them all fucking day, right? And that's all they do. I mean, they might get some water and stuff, but whatever's in those coca leaves, because it's not the processed cocaine. It's coca, the shit that used to make cocaine.
Yeah, it's chemically similar to caffeine. I understand.
It's a stimulant, okay? And what
Yeah.
I'm trying to just say is that they know that it stimulates their bodies to such a point they can work all day in those fields and not be exhausted or fatigued because it's giving them what they need to keep surviving. Kind of like in Africa, when we as a people, my ancestors, when they developed or understood the medicinal purpose of marijuana. You run across some good weed, you can, you might be able to chase down an elephant, a lion, whatever you need to do to survive, without without feeling fatigued or just worn out.
Yeah,
You got the job done.
you might feel lazy, but like it's hard to.
Well, it all depends if it was, what
If
is
it's
it?
not, it's if it's
Sativa?
sativa, yeah, if it's sativa, you're like, let's go hunt a lion.
Yeah, this is gonna lay on that track.
They probably would smoke sativa and then chew on cocoa leaves, and then they'd get really.
I ain't heard of African coke. They may have some.
Well, I know in Australia they did shit like that. Like, and what I was trying to bring up before I brought this up is that why I mentioned the caffeine thing is because the cocaine plant is related to both the coffee bean and the chocolate bean.
So yeah. Well, I know. That's why I know with the soda pop, Coca-Cola, it was derived from cocaine. Do you know the early forms of Coca-Cola was so strong that when America started, it was introduced to America, like half Americans was addicted to it. I mean, not just I gotta have one. They had to have it because it had such a high percentage of cocaine in it. And then they
And the FDA said it was like minimal amounts of caffeine.
right. And see, early forms like you ever seen the 70 ounce bottles of Coca-Cola? They took them off the market.
You have to be a collector, you know.
Yeah. But those ones, the caffeine, the Coke, and the carbonation was strong. You throw a 16 penny nail in there, within a week's time it disappears. So imagine what it was fucking doing to your inside.
Yeah, no, it's causing acid reflux.
It's tearing that's like what she lived on. But she was thin as a rail, and you know, she was always up in lively, you know, to party and have a good time. Hung out with my sisters and shit.
Yeah.
So I think.
Well, I mean, how I got on this diet is like at one point I was like 250 pounds, right? And so I was researching different things to include into your diet to help, like, because I didn't want to like actually stop eating anything. I just wanted to like eat extra shit to make it so to increase my metabolism, and I didn't want to get diet. And I was looking through diet pills, and there was one that looked really promising, and it was just. They said it was a B12 derived from this plant in the Amazon, and they were like $80 a pill, and I was sitting there drinking a Monster, going like, "Fuck, I can't afford this. Where am I gonna get a source of B12 that's not this pill?" And I'm sitting there drinking it and whatever, and I go to crush the can, and like just out of the corner of my eye, the first time I ever noticed it, it said B12. It said 250% daily recommended amounts of B12, and I'm like, oh. And so then I just started having a Monster with every meal.
You're like, I'm already on the path.
Right, no, well, see, the pills were advertised to take them with your meals, and they explained how B12 works and everything, and I that's why I thought it was really promising, but, like, the buying a Monster, like, I know Monster is probably going to be much more likely to give you kidney stones, which I've already had 2 of, so, yeah. No, they do. Trust me, they do. Oh, come on.
Fucking with Monster, man, but it just don't do the same shit. Cause if you're my witness, I'm gonna go by what you say, cause you ain't never had one. You don't want one. I just guarantee you that shit.
No, I've had a kidney stone before.
Oh yeah, you was telling me you think you
And
had
they
one.
and they think I just passed one just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the
I'll
server I
buy
was
that
just
for
on?
$1.
I can't find the server that I was just.
Man, I want to get out of here so bad and start a company. I'm gonna make so much money, Tony. And money's not my motive, because if it was, uh, you hear me talking about it all the time. My motive is to want to help other people make money. Because when they're successful, guess what? I'm gonna be successful right along with them. Shit. If I get you to the point where you can make 100 grand a year, then I say, Tony, all you gotta do is pay me 30% of that 100 grand. And then not only you ain't stopping at 100, now next year you make 200. I can say 30%. Just hook me up.
Oh, I'm so frustrated. The server that I was on is down now.
Who runs it?
It's an official server.
But I mean, by who? Is it Google? Google Play? Or
No, Pocket Pair.
I ain't never heard of them.
Yeah, they're a new company. This game is kind of like their biggest moneymaker. They've made no, I'm a good. They've made other games before, but this one sold 7 million copies in one day, and it has already seen them a $3.6 million profit, and so this game made them basically.
How big of a company do you think they are?
Oh, they're a small company. Like they're
Not capital revenue, there ain't nothing in
yeah.
small
The game cost them. Oh no, sorry. They made 200 million in profits already. Sorry, the game cost them 3.6 million. I forget how much profit they made. I just know that they made more profit than this other game called I think not Counter Strike. Fuck. Oh, I need to see the meme.
what?
Yeah, I forgot that it's one of the big AAA games. It's a game that took it. There's a game that like was made under with a $200 million budget, and they sold less copies than it, and what it only had a 3.6 million. I can look at. Somebody sent me the somebody sent me the facts in the meme in meme form. It was a little GIF that was showing the. Yeah, Starfield. Here, so Starfield budget 200 million. Let's see. It's a gift, like I said, it's a gift, so I have to wait for it to load and whatnot. And Oh, wait a minute. No, it's a YouTube video. I thought it was a GIF. Okay. Palworld had a 6.75 million budget. And Starfield had a.
Following,
They do. They have like day one. They had over, according to what I just saw, they had over 2 million people playing at. They were playing for over 10 hours a day,
yeah, so here's the thing
and
about
Starfield only had 10,000 people doing
here's
the
the
same
thing
thing.
I know about RPGs. You gotta build upon success after success. You can't sit on your laurels and think that that one is going to be the one that's going to keep your company going. You gotta create something that will motivate the following that you created to bring other followers along. Because that's how they grow. Because if you like the game, Charlie, and let's say I'm an old cat, I ain't fucking around with those games. I ain't got time for them in my mind. But you convince me to check it out, and the graphics look stunning and shit, and the roll, the movie action, not movie action, what do they call it when it, the way it flows and plays,
Gameplay.
gameplay. If it's so good and intriguing to me that you convince me, and I sit down for 4 hours and then after 4 hours I go 6 and then 10, you got me now.
Yeah.
Now I convince some old cats to come and play. Now that's kind of rare, but if that's how
Well,
companies grow up.
there's lots of people that are comparing it to Pokemon because it has Pokemon-like aesthetics because they're both Japanese games,
Yeah,
and they also both pull from Japanese myth to make their monsters,
yeah.
the animals. And so there's quite a few of there's like 40 of them that look like Pokemon, but every single one of those Pokemon, well, every single one of those monsters that look like Pokemon are also based off of a Japanese myth.
Right. So is this company an American company or are they?
No, they're a Japanese company.
They're Japanese. You know,
And like lots of people have reported them to Pokemon and telling them they need to sue and whatnot. And like Pokemon's official response on Twitter was like, "No, it looks fine. Doesn't look."